Hey guys, we're back from New York. We saw a lot of sights and had some great food. If you guys want to check out more exclusive pictures, check out our Instagram at Karate Culture. So the concept we're talking about today is anchoring and dead weighting. Before, I wanted to close the distance. I wanted to make sure that he's not hitting me. So if instead of coming here and he's throwing strikes and I need to come in and grab, he's gonna grab for me. So I don't need to try to break off this grip. He's also occupying this arm so he doesn't punch with this anymore. So if he's grabbing on, all I'm gonna do is pin him to me with whatever part of my body that I can. I'm anchoring him to me. He grabs on with two hands, I anchor like this, I anchor like this, I anchor with a hug, whatever way you want. He grabs on my wrist, I anchor like this, here. As long as I make sure when I move, he doesn't let go. So I need to make sure he stays here. So after the person has grabbed and you anchor him to you, now the next concept is dead weighting. Dead weighting means you're using your entire body weight to manipulate your opponent. So here, instead of trying to pull with my arm, if he's really strong and he's struggling, there's no way I can do that. But if I just take a step back and use my entire body, it's kind of like he's stuck to me and he has to go wherever I go. So we're going to show a short drill for you guys. All I'm going to do is grab Aaron wherever I want, and he's going to anchor me to him, and then dead weight to take me down.
Okay, so the concept of dead weighting not only can be applied to appendages when they're grabbing you, but also like when you're in the tussle, finding points on the person's body, are like points of articulation are best to be able to like create like a point for you to like apply pressure. Sometimes things happen where you're close in, you're doing this struggle kind of deal. Let's say like if you pick up your leg or they grab or something like this, like here. If I was like in this situation, instead of trying to struggle and fight, I'm gonna try to push in to his hip and just sit there. And that can be applied anywhere on the body, even here, right? Like this whole thing, I can just sit, use my body weight to pull him down. Anywhere that there's an articulation point, it's good for that.
In the same principle, let's say he goes in for a tackle. Instead of trying to struggle with him and try to muscle him out, I can just lay my weight on top of him and just wait it out. Because the more relaxed you are inside of a scramble, the more sensitivity you have and the easier you can feel where the person's gonna go. So if I were to struggle and he take me somewhere, I'm going to fall back. But if I'm here and I just lay my chest on top of him and just relax, I can feel where he's gonna go. And it's kind of like he has to do all the work to move me around. So the same principle can be applied on the ground, right? So let's say Aaron's on his knees and I'm here covering up. I make sure his hand is anchored to me. My other hand does the same thing behind the back. And all I'm gonna do is roll onto my side, but since he's stuck to me, he's going to have to follow. My other foot here has this little hook right here so I can lift up his leg. So it'll look like this. All I'm doing is hugging him to me, the other arm is pinching his elbow into mine, and this foot's gonna lift up as I go. So this same idea can be applied to throws. All I'm gonna do is make sure my grips are strong, I hold on to Aaron, and I'm gonna let my body dead weight onto the floor. I'm here, and all I'm gonna do is jump and let my body drop as I'm pulling him this way. So this is a drill that we do very often to supplement our actual karate. This is something we deem tegumi, which is actually traditional Okinawan sumo wrestling. But all we're gonna do is start in the clinch and try to work to take each other down with these principles involved. Anchoring, dead weighting. We're gonna go about 50%, that way we can help each other out.